intelligence agencies agree with.
Good evening. Welcome to the new party. I'm Nora Christine.
I'm about to give a really unpopular opinion, and I'm sure it's going to be especially unpopular amongst women.
I'm Gray Mars. Break a record by being with 100 men in one day. And right after she was done, she recorded a documentary.
I'm a vegan weed. Call yourself fresh and wear the same weak ass turtleneck on every show. Goddamn. Then we got goddamn the Sudanese Sambo. Bruh, man.
And I'm Enzo. Bringing up in my lives is they're like, oh well, he's violating the Constitution by having a meme coin and him making money off it in office and everything like that. I was like, if that was the case, like there would be lawsuits up the ass and impeachment in court.
I'm skeptic. Like I always say, don't let anybody trample on your constitutional rights.
I'm Mia. That's not a correct power dynamic in my mind. Typically, the people that are trying to be removed are not in control. That's why they're easily being removed.
The government, states, they start putting these RICO acts on Diddy, all of these guys, and try to put it on these ongoing criminal organizations. I ain't never seen the government put a RICO act on the KKK.
Switch happened. Come on, man. You got to acknowledge this. This is the problem that I have with elders like you, because you fail to acknowledge that this stuff has happened.
If we sit there and be old school, we gonna miss the boat. You know, a lot of this kids 19 years old buying houses with Bitcoin, buying Maserati.
Wow.
I think when it comes to the woman, if a man takes charge and he shows that he's logical,
same people. That's the number two. That's all theater. This is WWF.
Welcome back. Breaking right now. Tonight, a major update to a story we brought to you earlier in the hour. A grand jury has just handed down an indictment for former FBI Director James Comey. The Justice Department accuses Comey of lying to Congress while under oath back in 2020. Let's bring in David Spunt with all the breaking details. David, what can you tell us?
Well, Jillian, we are waiting to get the actual details of the indictment. We're just told that an indictment has been handed up against the former FBI Director, James Comey. So I don't want to speculate on the actual charges yet until I see the paper in hand. That's the only responsible thing to do. But we know that James Comey, the former FBI Director, has been indicted. We're waiting to see if there's any sort of comment from the Justice Department.
Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed on this panel show are those of the individual speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of this channel, its affiliates, sponsors, or production team. This content is intended for informational and entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised. We encourage respectful dialogue and critical thinking around the topics discussed.
Party. Why I like the new party? Number one, it's a group of people that's on a panel. We all have differences, but we all basically still come together at the end of the day. The new party for me is about unity. The new party for me is about educating people to the truth, letting people know what's been going on in our country. With that being said, shout out to the new party, man. We're going to keep it going with y'all.
Welcome to the new party. I'm Nora Christine.
I'm Gray Mars.
I'm Kamal.
I'm skeptic.
I'm Enzo.
And tonight, this first story is for Enzo and all the MAGA. I think they feel like this is Christmas for them. Enzo, why is James Comey being indicted important, and why should all Americans be celebrating this tonight?
So James Comey was indicted on 2 counts of making false statements to Congress and obstruction of justice relating to the 2016 Russian collusion, which DNI Tulsi Gabbard put out the report that there was no collusion with. So this has just been a long time coming. Like I said, I was just speaking to somebody about this. They're like, well, what intelligence officials, what officials agree with Tulsi Gabbard's report on this? And I named off all the people. They're like, oh, well, those are all partisan hacks that agree with her. Of course, because they did the investigation on it the same way that the Democrats agreed that there was collusion enough that they perpetuated this bullshit for the longest time. And I'm sorry, like it should be an act of treason at this point too, because just imagine if Hillary did get in, could start a war with Russia. It could literally bring us to war, stating that a foreign country, an adversary of ours at that time too, colluded in our election. And she would be the one person to push that button too. So this is just a long time coming. And we all said, well, we want cuffs, we want indictments, we want people arrested. Here we are. Now let's see what happens. Let's lock up the people the same fucking way the Democrats did it to Trump all through 2020 through 2024. Bring down everybody who tried to bring him down. Want revenge now.
Man, revenge. They want blood. All right.
Not blood, no.
No, not blood. Just revenge and shackles. I'm gonna play the clip regarding why they're saying led to the indictment and the treason, and then I'll let some Democrats get in here. Here we go. This is the clip with him and Ted Cruz, where he was being questioned in a deposition in 2020.
Blank quote. Have you ever been an anonymous source in news reports about matters relating to the Trump investigation or the Clinton investigation? You responded under oath, quote, never. He then asked you, quote, have you ever authorized someone else at the FBI to be an anonymous source in news reports about the Trump investigation or the Clinton administration? You responded again under oath, no. Now, as you know, Mr. McCabe, who works for you, has publicly and repeatedly stated that he leaked information to the Wall Street Journal. Who's telling the truth?
I can only speak to my testimony. I stand by what the testimony you summarized that I gave. I'm not going to characterize Andy's testimony, but mine is the same today.
Okay, guys. So, Skeptic, what's your thoughts about this indictment? Is it retribution? Is it justified? What do you think?
I think it's like exactly what Donald Trump posted on Truth Social when he asked Pam Bondi to go after political opponents. I think it's part of that. I also think that there's so much stuff going on right now, like the Russia thing, that they have like something flying over Alaska, all the things that are currently happening. I think that they're trying to distract a little bit from that. Also that Democrats are winning a lot of these special elections, and now Congress has more Democratic seats. So we can again vote on releasing the Epstein files. And I think that this time we can have the majority of the votes to have them released, because interestingly enough, all Republicans voted against releasing the Epstein files. So I think like right now they need something to distract with, because there's so many different things. So I think this is part of that. It's the same thing with the Obama thing. Like if you notice, every now and then when we get really close to something that may be negative to the Republican Party, they come out with some crazy thing. They're going to arrest somebody. Weren't they going to just arrest Obama? They came out and said they were going to do the same thing with him, and nothing ever happened. So this sounds oddly familiar to me. Like it sounds pretty like in line with what they had said with that too.
Kamal, you're apolitical. For you being apolitical, does this matter to you in your real life? What do you think?
Man, Nora, you should have went straight to Greg, because I don't give a rat's ass about it. I was like, James Comey, man, give me James Bond. Shit, fuck out of here. I'm like, bro, I had no idea who he was or what this about. You feel me? So does this affect my life at all? Personally, hell to the no. But I mean, I'll listen to it. You know what I mean? I actually want to hear what Gray's opinion is on this. You feel me?
Oh, man. All right. Well, I'm going to play the MSNBC clip. This is the Democrats' explanation. Then I'll let Gray give the real person explanation and not the elite explanation. Here we go.
U.S. Attorney's Office in the Eastern District of Virginia, and actually in offices that are potentially much further south than Alexandria, have been eyeing ways to indict Comey, and they are getting very much closer. The statute of limits, rephrase, they are arguing that Comey, there is evidence to suggest Comey lied to Congress in his testimony on the Hill in September of 2020. And for viewers out in the audience who may not be legally as nerdy as me and Ken, I'll just say that there's a statute of limitations to charge people with the crime of lying to Congress or perjury, and that's 5 years. The 5-year statute runs this month.
So what exactly is he accused of lying about, Ken?
Monday.com, the opposite of any work platform.
Where congressional Republicans grilled him in the Senate about the Crossfire Hurricane investigation, the FBI Trump-Russia investigation. And remember, there were some issues around FBI mistakes, and the Republicans were accusing him of all sorts of misdeeds and of relying on that dossier. But in one exchange with Senator Ted Cruz, he was asked about a previous question that had been put to him back in 2017 by Senator Grassley about whether he had ever authorized the leak of information about the Trump administration or the Clinton administration and Hillary Clinton. And he said that he had not. He repeated his answer back in 2017. The Republicans were suggesting at the time, and we believe at least one theory of this is now, that was a lie. Of course, Comey insists it wasn't a lie. That Comey in fact had authorized somehow a leak of information. And what Ted Cruz cited during the hearing was a leak by then Deputy FBI Director Andrew McCabe to the Wall Street Journal about an FBI investigation into the Clinton Foundation. Now, what's important to know about that is there was a whole Inspector General report about Andrew McCabe's behavior and his leaks, and he was criticized in that report. But that report found that he was authorized on his own as the deputy director to talk to the media, and that he did so without explicit authorization from Comey. So on its face, that doesn't seem to support the idea that Comey lied. Of course, we don't know everything that the grand jury is contemplating. And in fact, I should say, Katie, this is a fluid situation. This could change.
So, Gray, as we heard, the statute of limitations is about to run on being able to indict him. They said that they were desperately searching for it, for things to charge him on. Do you think this is a political witch hunt, or do you think this is justified?
Well, Trump had just posted DOJ, do your job, and then this happened. And let's not forget that in 2016, MAGA and Trump loved James Comey when he put the email stuff out about Hillary Clinton. And I always say this, and I wish Republican senators would notice, if you get close to Trump, Trump will use you, and nothing will happen to Trump, and your career will be over. So I think it's just another example of that. And what I would say is basically, like, you heard what the guy said on the video. It basically seems like he didn't lie. So is he going to get convicted? I don't know, but they're also going after Letitia James. So, I mean, these are all enemies of Trump. So is that a coincidence? I don't think so.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, more to come. But we're going to be fair. We're all about fairness here. We're going to cover the Democrats now. The Democrats did their book tour. Some people says it's a flop. Some people says it's a success. But Kamala Harris put out a book about the 107 days or 107 or 170. I always get it confused. But nevertheless, she had a very short window. I think one of the shortest presidential campaigns in history. Here, this first clip right here, it talks about her book tour and what she has to say about it.
38-year-old Kamala Harris came out of nowhere and was swept into office as San Francisco's district attorney.
Attorney General of California, Kamala Harris.
Senator Kamala Harris. Vice President Kamala Harris.
I am now officially the Democratic nominee for President of the United States. This campaign is about who we fight for. We believe in a future where every person has the opportunity not just to get by, but to get ahead. Because ours is a fight for the future. Are you ready to get to work?
I promise you, I will always listen to you. The future is always worth fighting for. You guys are doing hard work here. You know, you may be the first to do many things, but make sure you're not the last. I am here to say, while I concede this election, I do not concede the fight that fueled this campaign. The fight for freedom, for opportunity, for fairness, and the dignity of all people. A fight for the ideals at the heart of our nation. The ideals that reflect America at our best. That is a fight I will never give up.
Oh man, the chat is going crazy. Like, I am very unbiased. I'm in the middle of all of this. Anyways, nevertheless, they want to hear a MAGA perspective. So I'm going to let Enzo go first and I'll let Skeptic go. Enzo, when you watch that clip, what do you think about Kamala? And what do you think the number one reason was why she lost? And are you excited to read her book? Maybe we should have that be the first book for the new party book club. I'm just saying, what do you think?
It should be like a 1-page book. I lost. That's about it. I mean, what is she trying to do? Just stay relevant at this point because she dropped out of running for governor for California, and this is her way of staying relevant to say that she's going to run in 28 when the Democrats don't even know who they're going to run in 28 because it's a toss-up between Tim Walz, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Pete Buttigieg. You guys got like 20 people that say they're going to run. Bernie, AOC. I don't even know what you guys are even doing. But anyway, it's a discussion for another story. All I could think about is thank God that she didn't win. She didn't win because she had no real policies that were her own. 6 out of the 10 policies that she came up with were ripped out of Joe Biden's 2020 playbook that he didn't get done in his 4 years. I'm gonna just straight up say America chose the right person, because if supposedly 81 million votes, the most votes for any president of all time, if he couldn't get that stuff done while having the House and the Senate and the auto pen as well, couldn't get any of that done, what makes you think that she's going to and probably bend the knee to every world leader out there? I'm biased. I just think she's a horrible pick, and
You know, you're not the only one that feels like this. Skeptic, I was going to have you go, but I would really like Gray to share what he shared with me on the phone today. Gray, do you think Kamala Harris has a future in the Democratic Party? Please let everybody know how you think as a Democrat.
I never thought Kamala. I didn't like Kamala being the vice president. Like, she had to get PR training to be able to talk on camera. So I never thought Kamala was necessarily a strong candidate as an individual. I will agree to an extent to what Enzo was saying, because when they kept asking her, like, what are you going to do? She just kept saying price gouging, price gouging. Even though what Trump was saying wasn't necessarily true when he was campaigning, at least it sounded better. So, I mean, like, it was personality-wise, of course, Trump is way more charismatic than Kamala Harris. So if you're just going off a person that you like, yeah, popularity contest, he's the more likable person.
But that's not what you said to me. You said you would never vote for her ever again in any position because you said you feel like she destroyed the Democratic Party because she should have called out Joe Biden sooner about his cognitive impairments.
Yeah, I did. And I said that she should have said that, no, let's have an election. And I just don't want to take it. And because that's what people were upset about. A lot of people were upset that she just got pushed to the front and that there was no primary vote. So independent voters didn't like that. Me, myself, I didn't like that because if they were going to do a primary vote, I was going to vote for Gavin Newsom and not Kamala Harris.
Wow. Okay. Skeptic, I'm going to play this clip and I want you to get in here and I want you to tell me how people are feeling about Kamala. But in this clip, this was her on the book tour and she was met with hecklers. In fact, I really want to believe that this is what ruined her campaign and I want your thoughts on it. Here we go.
out and why you are saying what you are saying now and how I felt about it, you're not letting me talk. You know what? I respect your right to speak, but you're not letting me. Temperature down, unlike the current president of the United States.
Okay, so skeptic. This is my thing. It seems like her campaign was plagued with a lot of pro-Palestine people, and she didn't really speak to that, talk to that. She kind of ignored them. They didn't have anyone speak at the DNC. Do you think that that was the reason why she lost, or what do you think the number one reason, as now we're 9 months in, why she lost?
I don't think that was the main reason, because both the left and the right are pro-Israel. So I don't think that that was the main reason. I think that when a woman who is not white runs for a position, all of a sudden everything is scrutinized. She is a highly qualified woman. Like, she was attorney general, she was vice president, she is very qualified. But I think, like, sometimes when women try and take positions of power and they are not white, people question their intelligence and they try and scrutinize every part of them. Her laugh was a problem, but this man's laugh is not an issue. Like, the fact that this man's wife was modeling nude was not a problem, but all of a sudden everything about her is an issue. So I think there's a lot of hypocrisy to compare both. And I do want to say that her book is the 170 days that she had to run her campaign. Her book was #1 seller in July when it was first released. And it also continues to be in the bestseller list. So I think it's funny when people say that it's like a failed book tour. It's actually not. It's actually a very accomplished book. I know somebody who wrote a book, and I realized the back work of having to go through publishers and having to do all of like the artwork and everything that it takes to actually put out a book. It's a lot of work. So, like, kudos to her for having a bestseller. And I also think I was going to say, the whole thing that's going on right now, they should also indict Tulsi Gabbard. I don't know if we forget, we have short-term memory for conservatives and the things that they do. Tulsi Gabbard lied under oath and said that there was no classified information that was text under Pete Hegseth, the first signal gate that we had, because we had two of them. And she lied under oath and said there was no whatever secure information. And then we realized that not only was there a target on there was a time, and there was a whatever way that they were going to facilitate this attack. So, like, if you're going to do what's good for the goose is good for the gander, I think that they should also come after her for lying under oath. Like, here's the thing. People think that what's currently happening is good because it's happening to people on the left. But once the power turns and other people have power, they're going to do the same thing. Like, the system's going to continue to be manipulated to attack the opposite opponent. I think that we should fix the system so that it can be more fair and not continue to egg on this attack on people because of their political affiliation. Like, nobody is going to win from this. And I think that it's like crazy to sit here and be like, yeah, they should do this. This is great. It's not going to be great when it's done to conservatives, and they're going to sit there and cry their eyes out. All of a sudden, they're going to turn into the victims. So, anyways.
I just want to say one quick thing. Just say one quick thing. All I'm gonna say is it is hilarious from the Democrats that they are now the victims. For 10 years of going after Donald Trump, and Donald Trump goes after the Democrats now. Now you guys are the victims. Talk about hypocrisy.
I think James Comey is a Republican, though, right?
Yeah, he's a Republican. That's what they said, because I was like asking people in the chat, I'm like, how does what do you mean?
Yeah, but it has to do with the Obama administration, so that's the only reason.
For me, I think we should go after Kash Patel. He lied too last week. He said that Epstein was only with little girl with him and the chick and with no one else. And we know that's a lie because them girls, they said they got about like 20 names. And
No, he
what's that
pissed me
man's
off with that.
name? Yeah,
And
but
he
that's
said there
what I'm
was no
saying.
list. He said there is no list.
Yes.
Like he really thinks we're
Yes.
stupid.
I wish we could all come together really about this Epstein shit because I'm telling you, the center of everything in the last 5 to 10 years, I really do. No, forget that. 20 years is connected to this man. The last 20 years. I'm going back all administrations, not just Trump. But I think Trump got the call. You got to protect at all costs. But nevertheless, Kamal, what's your thoughts about Kamala Harris? Are you sad she didn't win? Are you happy with the way things are going? Do you think it would have mattered and made a difference if she won?
No, I'm not sad that she didn't win. I did. First of all, Doc, I gotta talk to you in the chat. When I heard them say 38, I was like, ain't no way in hell Kamala Harris is 38. I had to Google her age real quick. Is she 60, bro? So I was confused as hell too because they said that shit. I was like, and then Daryl, the name of her book. Y'all know the name of her book?
170 days.
Well, it should have been called 170 Days of Blackness. One hell of a ride. Because she pretended to be black for 170 days. I give her extra day, 108 days. You feel me?
Oh my
now,
God.
I don't know if her book tour is a flop or anything like that. Skeptic just said it wasn't a flop or nothing like that. But I'll tell you this much. Every time you try to pander on some shit, you're going to lose. That's how I feel. Especially how Trump came with it. You feel me? And I ain't a Trump fan or nothing like that. But let's be all the way honest. Burrow was coming with it, and he wasn't trying to pander to a certain group of people to try to get some votes. I don't care what nobody say. Kamala Harris tried to pander to the black community to get votes, but for the longest, when she was running as a politician, she was bigging up her Indian side. When she was running for all that shit in the Bay Area and all that bullshit she did as a DA, she did a lot of bullshit in DA as a DA in Frisco, y'all. She was locking up parents because they kids was like tardy or not going to school, and she laughed about that shit. So Kamala Mammy Harris, you feel me? Hell no, I ain't sad that she lost. And I think if she would have won, things would have been a lot different. First of all, we wouldn't have that 100K fee with the H-1B visas and shit. I personally think. True. Yeah, I personally think. At the same time, man, immigrants would have ran amok. I'm telling you right now. Yeah. So like I said, I ain't no damn Trump fan, but indirectly he helping certain communities of my black people, especially in like Chicago and shit. You feel me? So yeah, but keep writing books. Be like Joy Reid. Have a blast. You feel me? Hope y'all get y'all coins. Everybody grifting, I guess. Republican, Democrat, don't matter. Just writing books and shit. Okay, I might read it.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Oh man. Wow. Because Skeptic is leaving us early. I know she's gonna love this topic. We're gonna move on to the next thing. We're gonna get off politics a little bit, and we're going to the main event shortly. But before we go there, everybody's favorite, Fresh and Fod. When will Black women learn? Why do Black women keep going on this show? I really want to know, Mia, why do Black women continue to go on this show before I play this clip? Why do you think?
Because honestly, it is 100% for views, clicks, likes. Like, you notice all the women that they have on that show are all Instagram baddies. These are, I can't remember the last time they had it in.
This episode, he picked some bad looking. I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to let you look at the clip because he picked the negative stereotypes. I'm gonna just say that because he did this.
Well, my biggest thing is like those girls are using him just like he's using them. When's the last time he had a medical doctor on there? When's the last time he had a psychologist on there? When's the last time he had somebody of some intelligence, an astrophysicist? I mean, even Joe Rogan changes it up. He has doctors. Bernie Sanders has been on there. I mean, those women know what they're getting. And I hate to say it in that context, but like, we're going to keep it 100%. Those women go on there for a reason. They know exactly what they're getting. They know how they're portrayed. They're told how to talk, how to dress, how to act, and they look a certain way. They're using him as much as he's using them. I mean, the whole situation is really gross, but you know what? If women want to demean themselves to that level, good on them. Like, if that's your shtick, is that how you get paid, girl? Do you? I don't know. The hustle gas is like $4 in some places. You got to do what you got to do.
Well, I'm gonna play this clip now. So he had a white supremacist on, and he picked mainly black video models or someone to come on. This is the first clip. We're gonna lead up to the hard R word. This is the first clip where this guy talks and he says black people are parasites. Here we go.
Remember.
Yeah, nigga.
Am I a politician? One day, I'm gonna run for governor of South Carolina and abolish Section 8 housing. And no more speeding tickets. No more speeding tickets until we get crime under control. Cops are fucking useless. There's actual crime going on. What do cops do? Give speeding tickets to white people. Thanks for keeping us safe, you fucking faggot. I don't like cops. And I mean, I like them when they do their job, but they usually don't do their job. In their defense, they don't want to do their job because they're worried they're going to get treated like Derek Chauvin. Derek Chauvin did his job and goes to prison, gets stabbed. It's out of control. No, black people.
Was that with George Floyd?
Let me ask you this.
Is that what you're?
George Floyd.
And you said he did his job.
He was arresting George Floyd. Yeah, put him away.
That was. So you don't think it was excessive at all?
No. Okay. No, not even a little bit. And George Floyd died of a drug overdose, and he was a career criminal. He shouldn't have been in there in the first place.
So
the whole thing's a joke.
Why did
Our
the
system's soft on
officer
black
get
crime.
arrested if he died over an overdose? Then
because our system's a fucking joke, and everyone screamed racism,
So
and he's
nothing
white,
the
so they put him
officer
away.
did.
And the footage looked bad. The footage was not optical.
You don't think that police brutality is like a thing?
I wish it was a thing. Yeah, it's a thing on white people. It's called $750 speeding ticket, driving 10 miles over the speed limit through Georgia at 11 p.m. at night with no one on the road.
So
that's
with,
police brutality.
Even
okay?
with like black people, you don't think like
the black people are committing all the crime and a lot of the crime, a disproportionate amount of the crime, and the cops are not stopping it.
And that's true. Black people do commit a lot of the crime, but
no, black people are mostly massively incarcerated, but they're also falsely
They're massively
accused. They are.
Okay, that's propaganda too. You're coping.
The prison system is new age slavery. They just want to.
No, I'm not. Let me ask you this: what does it? I said earlier, whites and Asians, except there's not a lot of Asians in this country, but whites and Asians are the only racial demographic groups in America that pay more in taxes than they receive in benefits. So that right there means all other groups are a net negative. Blacks get more.
Why do you need benefits if you took the government? This is your country.
White people are not. Yeah, but the government's
Why
been
do you need
overtaken
the
by people who look white who are not white. But
that too, with the mixed races. I like that.
That's not what I was saying,
But it's
it's
true.
another subject. But okay, whites and Asians pay more into the system than they receive in benefits. Black people pay a little bit into the system and they receive a ton of benefits. So how do they receive all these benefits despite the fact they didn't pay that much into the system? Because white people are carrying them. You guys are, frankly, I'm gonna use the word parasites leeching off of us.
The same parasites that built the White House, that built the government halls, the same parasites that raised your nanny kids that you had slaves do, the same parasites that your forefathers
I don't really know what you mean by now. But let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
The same parasites.
It costs us money. It costs us lives. It costs. I had the nasty glares I get. The nasty glares I get from black people, like for no reason. Not like they recognize me or something, but like I go into Food Lion. Oh my! You wanna radicalize yourself? You wanna become racist? Go shopping at a Food Lion in South Carolina and observe the black employees. Go to Food Lion, buy something, and check out. These black women at the cash register will literally, you'll be waiting in line, and then they'll say, "Oh, sorry, I'm going on my 10-minute break."
It depends.
Oh man, that was a lot. Skeptic, does this sound familiar to you at all? What's your thoughts? I mean, people don't think this is real, but I think this guy's being serious.
I think he's like rage baiting, and I think that it's funny that he sits there and says all these things when it's people that look like him that go into schools and unalive our children. It's people that look like him that make up almost 80% of the sexual assault cases for children and women. Like, it's funny that you say that, and it's sad that there are men that are like sitting there letting this man talk like that. Like, you are a beta male to let this man sit there and talk on your on your people. Like, that's wild to me. This man probably hasn't had a date in years, and he is so frustrated that all he can do is sit there and hyper focus on the Black community. It's kind of insane. You have nothing better else to do with your little scrawny self. Probably have never seen the gym or have never seen a woman with, it's like, it's wild to me because everything that he has to do all day long is to sit there and envy the Black community and everyone else that is not white too. If you look at the history of America and you look at who food stamps benefited and who got food stamps at first, who had food stamps before anybody else could get them? It was white tea people. It was made to help them. They literally are still numerically the majority of the people that are on food stamps. Like, it's crazy to sit there and allow him to be on your platform and talk all this. It's really wild to me. And I think it takes weak men to allow men like that to get any kind of attention. Like, that's what he wants. He wants attention. He wants like people to get upset and then be like, oh, look at them. They're so emotional. You're like ignorant and you're frustrated and you have nothing better else to do. You're a sad person. And honestly, like, women don't even turn and look at you. You're that creep that girls like, oh, get away from him when we're out with our girlfriends. Like, you're honestly a joke. And it's like sad that anyone's platforming him.
Well, this is the lead up, the next clip, and then I'll have Enzo and Kamal talk. But pretty much this is the lead up for the really bad thing that's done. Let me play the clip.
Say it on air with a hard ER. I've said
No,
nigga
please don't.
many times,
That
but
doesn't sound right.
I've yet to say it with the hard ER. Should I do it right now?
No.
It's up to you. You don't have to if you don't want to. But I know they're gonna get pissed off.
I'm not gonna get because he's a nigger too. If you want to say nigger, you're a nigger too.
Just hard ER
and you
just
guys
sounds
already
crazy.
say it behind closed doors, so show the world.
I say it all the time. I hate niggers.
And he's a nigger too.
Well,
You have color.
it depends on who you ask. Some don't consider me
Exactly.
one. Some don't consider me one. Some will say,
What
like,
are
oh,
you?
you're an
No,
Arab.
you are.
Oh, he's
So I
Arab.
have to pass. Can I say it?
So
He is too.
I'll give you
It's
a
up to
pass.
her.
Oh,
No,
I'm
she-
sorry.
she's-
I'm not.
If
It
she
depends
wants
on who
me
you
to
ask.
say it,
She
I'll
is
say
too.
some people say I'm not black, and
I
some
give you
people
a
say I'm
pass.
Arab.
You give me the pass.
I give you the pass. He says that shit all the time.
I'm sick and tired of these fucking niggers fucking my country
All
up.
right, I take my pass. And he's a nigger too.
You're done.
Because you got nigger
It's harder when a white boy says it, huh?
Hell yeah.
Kanye West, if you ever want me to say it on a song, I'll do it.
And they wonder why they can't get their channel back, but they blame Joe Biden and the Biden administration. Like seriously, come on. There needs to be some accountability. Gray, Kamal, what do you think? And then I'll have Enzo also speak. Whoever wants to go first, because I'm sure you guys are shocked.
Go ahead, Kamal.
Now, do your thing, Gray. I'm be trolling, bro. I'm about to be clowning because I can't take somebody that got a toupee on at 22 years old looking like a fake Nick test. I'm a troll, Gray. Go ahead before me, bro. Because I'm about to.
Am I responding by him saying the N-word?
I mean, whatever you want to say. I mean, do you think that because the thing that people have been saying is that the Biden administration attacked them, they targeted them, but then they put stuff like this out and they wonder why they lost their channel.
Well, of course they'll lose their channel as a white guy saying the N-word, but what I'll say is, listen, I've been with some snow bunnies and they got mad and they used it too. So, I mean, like, people, when they feel comfortable or they mad enough, they're going to use that word. But as far as like, the culture of this and like specifically white saying this about them, if there wasn't a demand for this, people wouldn't be saying it. Trump them wouldn't be saying this stuff if there wasn't a demand that, hey, if we say this, people are going to like this and people are going to vote for us. If there wasn't a market for that, people wouldn't be saying it. People wouldn't have these beliefs, whether it's true mathematically or not.
What's he talking about? You beat up somebody for saying that word?
Huh? Probably. I'm trying.
Allegedly.
I mean, let me say this. Gray, you know you don't like that word. I ain't gonna tell you business like dog. You know you don't like that word. You know you don't like people saying that word.
Yes, but what I'm saying is, of course, I don't like certain people saying the words is offensive. But what I'm saying is that when people are in a comfortable situation, they use the word. I've said on the man cave before. When I played football, the quarterback was like, "Hey man, can I just say it once? Come on, guys, just let me say it once." So even when you're cool with somebody, it's kind of like, okay, we got that little end thing with each other, but obviously he's using that as like a racist attack.
Jesus. Okay, I'll let Enzo go
y'all got, but I want to. In the South, I grew up in the South. You get beat up, like you're gonna get you just. I don't know.
Ray
I don't
did
know where
too.
these people are from.
Ray grew up in the South. He grew up in where's that place called again? Valdosta.
Yeah.
I don't know. Grace acting like the word. Like I could tell a story, but I'm not gonna tell it. Anyway, I ain't gonna be like Doc. I tell all his business, but I know Gray don't like that word. And I know if when we went up to Myron and we met him in person, he knew not to mess with you. He know who to do that to. That's all I'm gonna say. Because he was shaking. Oh, yeah, of course. You want a picture? Oh, no, not right now, man. All right. Enzo, what do you think about that word? What you think about them saying it?
Like I said, and for everybody, I think that was completely satire. I don't believe that was real. That's Timu Nick Fuentes up there. That had to be fake. There's no way. Because all of them are just sitting there as black women. How the fuck you not gonna get up and literally just punch dude in the face for saying that? Like that's what I'm thinking. Because everyone that I've been around, when somebody says with a hard R like that, they're getting this shit rocked. That's why I don't think that was legit. That was literally just for views in my eyes.
Enzo, are you miserable? The whites in the chat said they need to come save you.
What are you guys talking to save me from? I get the clown stupid ass white people like that. That's stupid white people. That don't speak to all the white people in the world. That don't speak for all the Republican white people. Stop putting us all in a group together and saying this is the representation of the white people. This we talk about third, all white people, this, that, the third. No, that's not all white people. We are not like him.
I feel they must think we've kidnapped Enzo. We're just holding him here.
We're holding Enzo hostage.
We're holding Enzo hostage.
Yeah.
I willingly came on my own and I willingly stayed.
Oh my God. This is so funny, bro. The chat is hilarious tonight. Enzo, go on clown because they've been saying crazy stuff.
I haven't even paid attention. That's Kamal's job. If Kamal's here, I'm not taking his job. He does it way better than me. Go at Bawana, please.
He ain't been showing up.
Damn. We gotta send SOS.
SOS. Get the smoke screens out there for him. We gotta find him. Somebody call the FBI. Go ask Cash Patel where he is.
He ain't asking Cash Patel shit.
We gotta find Alana. We got some hyena wings for you, bro. You can eat it alongside with Myron Gaines with his cheetah piss milkshake. Man, did y'all see how Myron Gaines' pussy got wet as soon as that white man said the N-word? God damn. Them motherfuckers trolling. Hey, see, this is my thing. I'm gonna talk to my Black American people at this point. Man, look, when they doing that shit, just stop getting mad. Start clowning their ass back. You feel me? They trolling. Now, if they in person with you, most time they ain't gonna say it. I'm telling you right now. Now, if they bold enough to say that in person, you feel me? I'll say this: the speech can be free, but that consequence might cost your ass a lot of motherfucking things. Just saying. Second of all, I can't take a man serious that he looked like he was like 23, but why does this nigga have a toupee on like he Skip Bayless? I didn't understand the shit. Like, I can't take you serious. That's why they looking at you in the store. It's because they like, why is this young man balding right now? It don't make no sense. Got a whole toupee. He probably got a toupee line. You feel me? And it's just it's grifting. That shit was just kind of like entertainment. I couldn't even take it serious. I was kind of laughing. I'm like, damn, this Nick Fuentes 2.0 out here is like really trying to be funny out here. I think he was like, was he a comedian? I don't know. At this point,
I don't know. He's a white supremacist, I think.
Oh, that's for damn sure. But he not like, my thing is this though, right? At the end of the day, the free speech shit, you feel me? We see that shit it ain't really free. Like Alex Jones can't get his page back. You feel me? That honky funny as fuck too, but he can't get his page back. You try to
Well,
get
that's
his
because
can't get it back.
He's a fucking, you see what he just did today?
What do you do?
What did he do?
Oh, he literally got the H-Man stash.
Oh yeah, he was like, he said that he wants to be a part of the Democratic Party now, and then he's gonna, because he agrees with all their policies, and he's gonna do their look.
Oh, he got the. God damn, Alex Jones, man, you want your page back, bro? You got like, bro, you got to do some things, man. But let's go back to Nick Fake Test. First of all, bro, see, Nora, I gotta blame you. You feel me? Because you showed me the fearless debaters and they tard ass saying them dumbass talking points, and now we got this guy, the fake Nick Fuentes. I'm like, bro, why is he saying these points? Like, they easily debunked. That's why I think it was trolling. Then you had Myron, the Sudanese warrior, bro, that don't care about none of his lineage. He out here kikiing ha like, oh my God, you said nigger. That's so funny, dude. Oh my goodness. Hand me my cheetah piss milkshake. God damn.
I will say, when Nick Fuentes uses the N-word, he doesn't use it I'm gonna be real with you. He talks bad about black people. I'm not gonna say he doesn't. I've never heard him use it in a derogatory way towards black people. He calls himself an N-word. He says, I'm he's like, all my real, like,
Come on, see that?
Nora, I gotta correct you. If any white person says the N-word,
it's bad. No, I'm saying it's bad. I know it's bad. I'm not saying it's not, but what I'm saying is that guy was using it towards those women in the room. I don't think when Nick went on the show, correct, I don't know if I'm wrong or right, he's been on that show. He's never used that word in front of the women. He was actually flirting with them when he came. I don't know. But anyways, we got our first super chat of the night. Thank you, Michael. Hearts, all love. Alex Jones is legit funny as hell.
Yeah, he is. That honky funny as hell.
He ain't never getting that page back though.
My favorite Alex Jones clip is the one where he was crying. Do y'all remember when he was like legitimately crying because the
he lost
files?
His business?
No, it was because the files. Yeah, because they didn't release the Epstein files, and he was so upset that he started literally bawling. Like, he was really emotional. And
he should.
Like,
we played it on the man.
Yeah, we played it.
Yeah,
and that's like my favorite clip of his because he was so authentically upset. And I was like, I love this for him. I really do.
The frogs will always be funny.
I think Alex is a good guy. I don't know. I like Alex. I don't know. I like Alex Jones. And I've never heard him say anything racist. Have y'all? I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. I don't know. I want to know. Does he say racist?
I'll say
Alex. I don't think Alex Jones has said anything racist, to be honest. He's just a conspiracy guy, as Gray is saying.
Yeah. I put it more like this. I don't know if Alex Jones hasn't said anything racist. Because as soon as you be like, no, these guys ain't said nothing racist or did nothing like that.
And then we find it.
Motherfuckers like Jimmy Fallon wearing blackface. You'll be like, what the fuck? You feel me? You'll be like, oh, here we go. So that's why I say I don't know if Alex Jones has said or done anything racist. You feel me? But
I feel like birds of a feather. Why are you hanging out
with
all these?
He always has the racist. I will say, in all fairness, he does bring the racist on his show. But I got one more clip because I know Skeptic has to go. I'm gonna have Skeptic react to it. This is the finale with where they got sick of him and they walked off the show. And this is the conclusion to why do black girls keep going on this show?
And why you do it?
All right. Get the fuck out of here, you stupid fucking nigger!
Bro, you can't be saying that type of stupid shit, bro.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
Yeah, now you violating. You can't be violating like that.
You just said the N-word?
You can't be violating like that.
Like, someone can just, like, take this.
Oh, everybody's getting off now?
No.
This is great.
I did it last time, too.
Here come the gorillas. All right.
Come on, you guys know your words. You guys know your words. Come on, sit back down. Sit back down. You know your words.
No, let them go. It's fine. This is some nigger behavior. I agree. Get out. We don't give a fuck.
That word with the ER is just a word of ignorance.
This man
like,
is
shouldn't let. Yeah.
Like, he's...
Hey man,
I had to spice it up. That was getting so boring.
You guys notice how much more space we got here at the table now?
Bro, she got it. It was like an earthquake, bro.
Yo, get these fucking Donkey Kong characters out of here, bro. You don't give a fuck, man.
Yo,
that's the nigger behavior. So it is what it is. I'm offended by a word. You bitches are retarded. Who gives a fuck? They're behaving like niggers. It's true.
Man.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, can I say something real quick? What I don't get about the Sudanese piss drinking warrior is every time he say somebody look like Donkey Kong or Diddy Kong, I'm like, nigga, have you seen her? You look like Diddy Kong, bruh. I don't understand. He the call you look like a monkey. No, bruh.
I'm gonna tell you what he looked like because we met him in person. His pants are so tight. So like y'all, his pants are tighter than any girls I know. Like, Gray, am I lying?
I have a question.
But Nora, tell them how Africans and Caribbean people look at black people.
Huh?
How
I
do
don't know
the
about that. I can't speak for that. My family's not like that, so I don't know.
Okay.
I can only tell you that when Ray walked up to him, he was shaking in his boots.
Damn. Oh my God.
I have a question.
What
I have a question about his skinny jeans that he had on. Were they skater white guy skinny jeans or were they Dominican man skinny jeans? Because you know what I'm talking about. I ain't never met a Dominican that didn't have really skinny jeans on, bro. So are they Dominican skinny or are they white guy skater boy skinny?
White guy skater boy skinny, and he had pencil legs. It was weird.
White people still wear skinny jeans?
Yeah, he did. And
I thought that stopped in like 2012.
He looked like I don't know. It was like a square and then like legs. Like it was weird.
He looks way smaller in person. Way smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I could tell he was like with the girlfriend. You could tell he was a little depressed because his face was sunken in. He lost a lot of weight. But anyways, Skeptic, thank you for coming. Let everybody know your closing thoughts. And what do you think about that last clip?
I think the same thing. I think him and that guy he has on there, they're two in the same. They just look a little different. But it's like these young men that are upset. I don't know. They're mad and they have hyper focused on the dumbest things. I also think his show is not as popular as it used to be. And this is him grasping at straws to stay relevant. Like he does the craziest things to try and stay relevant. And honestly, like, I hear nothing of him. I hear nothing of his show. I honestly, like, he has gone downhill ever since his hypocrisy came out and what he was doing with these women. The women that he was talking about, the women that he was criticizing was the same women that he was dating and paying for. So he was doing exactly what he was saying you shouldn't do and probably still is doing. And like him, Nick Fuentes, who is still a virgin as far as his own proclamation. I saw like a clip from a police officer, and when I saw him like in real life, he just looks very like depressed, has nothing to do. They're lonely men and they have hyper focused on things that are like they bring them attention because they need some sort of attention. So honestly, at the very end, I feel bad for them because I feel like the fact that you have to do this. And then like Nick Fuentes said, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, but there was a police recording that was released, like a body cam footage. And he said, like, I can't live a normal life. He also said this with Candace Owens. Like, I decided to take a certain stand and now my whole life is affected by it. These guys go on the internet and they do these like very dumb things and then they mess up their life. They mess up their real life social, life if they even have one. And then they're like super depressed and they get even more radical. So it's actually, it's their own decision because they have chosen to say these absurd things. But at the end of the day, honestly, it's a really sad position to be in. And I just want to say, follow us on TikTok, The Skeptic, and thank you guys for tonight. I actually enjoyed tonight. It wasn't like super political. Perfect.
All right, Skeptic.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye, y'all.
So Nick Fuentes ain't got no cheeks. Is that what Skeptic?
He's a virgin. Yeah, a virgin. I'm pretty sure I'm 90% positive. Yeah. But you guys, good news. Nick Fuentes signed up for Connect after he went on the PPD podcast. I'm pretty sure we will never hear him say the N-word ever again because now he wants that money from PPD and whoever else. Go ahead, Enzo.
A question. So I heard a rumor that Nick is now supporting Israel. Is that true?
Yeah. Yes. He said that anybody talking about Israel are low IQ anti-Semitics, and he's high IQ. He's different. He's different. And there's no way that Israel unalived Charlie Kirk. We're lying. It's the far leftists. It's not the Groypers either, but it's definitely the far leftists. And everybody that talks about Israel is low IQ to him. He's different. He's on another level. And now he wants to make that coins. And you could speak to him for an hour on the neck for $1,500. So get those coins, baby. Get those coins.
That was going to be my next question. It's like, how much did they pay him? And how much is he charging for his time? I see money really does, make everybody's integrity fly out the window.
Give us the rock.
Yep. Well, thank you. As you said it, he got that call. But anyways, guys, we're going to talk about a very suspicious cast of characters, the imitation Charlie Kirks going around to HBCUs. And I'm going to give you guys a history lesson tonight. You may feel how you feel about those college students, but I want to teach you guys tonight why HBCUs were founded, and we're going to play the clip of when they were there. So pretty much, here we go. This is the first clip. This is the debate. If you guys remember Monday night, we touched on this, but this is them going to the campus. Let's see what happens.
What part of our systems is for people of color?
All of it. The entire system is for everybody. Anybody who's an American citizen.
So you feel like there's nothing. So you feel like everybody is equal.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's equal in their rights, but not everybody's obviously equal in their, what they have. Like, I grew up in a double wide trailer. He grew up in Boca Raton, so, we didn't grow up equal. We're both white. I mean, he's a Jew, so that's probably why he grew up in Boca Raton. But so we're not equal in what we possess as we start always, but we are equal in what we're allowed to do, our opportunity.
Can I ask you, do you think that there's any law that allows me to do something that you can't do, for example?
I don't think there's any laws that say that you can do something that I can't. But then again, this system can't be ignored. Like, we can't just say it does not exist because there are countless examples of it existing.
Maybe just one example of what you're talking about. So what's wrong with the system that allows, I guess, racism to be systemic or institutionalized?
I mean, I would argue the opposite. Like, again, we have civil rights acts on top of civil rights acts, in addition to the 14th Amendment's equal protection clause. 14th Amendment being written for the sole purpose of expanding and equalizing the rights of white people and black people. And furthermore, the 14th Amendment equal protection clause echoes exactly what, like, the Civil Rights Act says, right? You cannot be discriminated based on your inalienable characteristics like your race, your sex, your sexuality, etc.
But even though we have these laws, that doesn't stop it from happening. We still know that.
You're right, racism does happen still, even though there are laws that ban it. And I think that those laws are oftentimes used to enforce a culture of anti-racism in the United States. We actually cancel people for being racist all the time. But we have in the system, as far as the system goes, you can't stop people from being racist on an individual level, unfortunately. It happens in every country, on every continent, all around the world, and it has since the beginning of time. But what you can do is make it illegal to institutionalize it by saying, you can't allow you have to allow everybody to eat at your restaurant. You can't not admit people based on their color. You can't prioritize people based on their color, etc. And I would say that I would say getting rid of DEI works towards that objective.
So, y'all had say make America great again. How do y'all feel that America is not great, and how do y'all feel that America can be great again? And when was it great?
Yeah, I would say that the most recent example of America being great was the first term of Donald Trump. And then we had 4 years of Joe Biden in chaos, and then Trump is president again. So this was his campaign hat for his, lead up to his second term.
First Amendment right.
Like, what would happen?
Okay, you can't.
Oh, shit.
Come on, really? Seriously? Yo.
Oh, you better not, boy! You better not!
Okay.
You better not!
Guys, we're literally just here to have civil discussions. Bring the sign back.
So I see
Well, I think.
All right, we're gonna do like a little end live pregame or postgame situation here. We have 500 watching.
We got 500 right here watching.
Look. Whoa. This is insane. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Hey, you're pretty close. Yeah.
Well, I think the Fearless Tour definitely made an impact.
Yeah. Oh, whoa.
Did somebody just throw something in our car?
Arrest.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
Got idiots in the
Oh
chat.
boy.
God damn. Randy, what you mean in that comment too? Say it with your fucking chest. God damn.
So
Man.
Mia, what do you think? Where do you think it went wrong? I mean, it seemed peaceful at first, and I will say this was not authorized and approved by the campus. I went to a HBCU. I feel had it would have been approved, may have turned out better. That's just my feelings. What do you think?
I mean, if we're being 1000% genuine, it legitimately started out as very decent. You know, they had one speaker, the conversation, all respectful tones. I mean, on both sides, it legitimately seemed like they were trying to understand each other. But unfortunately, when you get a large group of people together, mob mentality takes over. You know, we've already done psychological experiments. All it takes is one person. And unfortunately, this video shows that, I mean, it just reinforces that a lot of young people are just really immature. It sucks watching all of my tax dollars at $50,000 a year upwards of this is how you act on American tax dollars. I'm sorry, but I kind of, after watching the entire video, I will say the college students are a little bit more at fault. They started the negativity. They grabbed this stuff. They had to be engaged by the police. They started to crowd around. They got rowdy. They got loud. They were swearing and they were more aggressive. Should this have taken place? No, it wasn't sanctioned, but we have to call a spade a spade. Mob mentality took over. And unfortunately, it's just sad that a group of college students that are going to school on American tax dollars can't act appropriate or be semi-mature. I mean, it's not like they're 16-year-olds. Those people, they're young adults. And it's just sad that they can't act halfway decent with a little bit of couth on my tax dollars.
Kamal, what you think?
I'm saying.
With black people? Why they messing with black people, Kamal? Why they had to go there?
I mean, we talked about it on Tuesday. You feel me? I felt like these motherfuckers.
Does your opinion change after watching it now? The Mia's changed. Does yours change?
Has mine changed? Nah. I already said I was like, first of all, I felt like they were grifting. Second of all, yeah, like the crowd, like, you know, we gotta have like civil conversation, but I keep saying like free speech comes with certain consequences. Certain people ain't gonna think the same goddamn way. And like what Mia said, mob mentality. Y'all seen the Boondocks episode when Riley threw the chair in the crowd and everybody was like, and then they start going crazy. That nobody knew what the hell happened. Everybody started going crazy because a big ass crowd came in with tension. There was a lot of tension. So like, and this is my thing too. Is like, y'all going to college students and shit, right? Man, I was a college student. Man, college students are dumb as fuck. I don't care what nobody say. You feel me? You don't start really learning about shit till you become a senior and you start really knowing how to debate and talk with people with different opinions. That's why you go to college in the first fucking place. And I guarantee that it wasn't no damn seniors or people that was in a master's program over on the campus that day. You know why? Because it's usually freshmen and some sophomores that be on the campus. Everybody else that's usually higher than that, they too damn busy doing work on their program and trying to get their ish together. So I wish these motherfuckers would stop. I wish they would stop doing the campus stuff and go debate some real scholars. Let's see where your brain power really at. Go debate some real scholars. Because first of all, that DEI shit, instantly I would have been like, well, why are you hating on your own kind? Because that actually helped out white women more than anybody. Throw that ass to DEI shit.
I just think the sign should have said DEI didn't benefit Black people. Let me tell you why. That would have been better because that was the truth. It didn't benefit Black people. Let me tell you why.
Yeah,
but they think, but the problem is they think it did. That's the reality.
But that's the thing. Somebody said it in the chat. This is a sign of indoctrination. Because all them students, you feel me? And I love my Black brothers and sisters that, you know, going to colleges and shit like that. But that was just a sign of indoctrination. Because if you just did a simple Google search, you saw that DEI didn't help us at all. So it got me thinking, who the hell they teachers? Who teaching them right now? Are y'all like, come on, bro? And then deport illegal immigrants. I'm like, that was their other sign. And if they, you know, actually deporting illegal immigrants help out all Americans, but really help out my Black Americans in multitudes of fucking ways. That's why I was like, you feel me? But at the same time, I knew what these grifting motherfuckers was doing. They know a lot of people don't do their research or gonna know about shit, so they're like, "Oh, we gonna have some buzzwords." You feel me?
I think what's that word? Identity politics. I personally think they should have had you go into HBCU, and I hate to say it's because a lot of people are indoctrinated by identity politics. They should have had a Black person with them. I'm sorry, it's how I feel. Great. Do you think
I don't know, Nora. I don't know if I want a Black person with him because that motherfucker gonna most
I understand, but I think it would have been they would have been received better. I just think they would have been received better.
I mean, Nora's telling the truth, though. She's telling the truth. Yeah. Like, if they had a person of color there, and I think I don't know about you guys, but I know when it comes to helping my patients, people of color are relieved to see me because I'm a person of color. They're relieved to see people that look like us. I mean, when you're in the store, you like walk and you're like, you do a little slight head nod. That nod recognizes I see you, you see me. I mean, sometimes it really does help.
I was admitted, I spent 2 weeks in the hospital when I had my last child. Honestly, I was relieved to see a Black or Spanish nurse. I'm not going to lie to you because I had bad experiences with white nurses. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. So for me, I was relieved. I'll be honest.
I say this though, it can't just be one Black person because if there's one Black person sitting at a table, most people gonna think they a token coon anyway. You gotta have two. You gotta have two, possibly three. It'll balance shit out. Cause let's be real, bro. It's gonna be like if you have one Black person there and you have those signs and they all having them talking points. I think the same outcome is gonna happen because it's like, oh, we see what the fuck y'all doing. Like, you feel me? So I say at least two or more. Kind of balance it out, you feel me? And I think the signs, like you said, Nora, if they would have said, well, let me explain to you why DEI didn't really help Black people. You're going to still have people come and talk.
Yes. It would have been better, though. It would have been better.
Exactly.
And so, what do you think? When we doing the college tour, you ready to go to the HBCUs? I'll go with you. I'll support you because I think we should go to an HBCU. I think if it's organized, it's organized. I think it would have been met better. They didn't go. There's order in things. That's the simple thing. I don't care what y'all say. I don't blame them kids. Sorry, I don't.
I'm gonna retract my statement from the other night when we were talking about that and how I thought they were just out for clicks and likes to get their names out, and that they were Nick F supporters just trying to Charlie Kirk supporters. 100%. That was not the case. I do disagree still with the signs that they have. Put up something like I'm a Republican, debate me, or whatever it is. Not DEI going to an HBCU. Like, come on, like you're asking for a problem. I don't agree. I agree how they went about it and how it was peaceful at first, and certain bad actors in the group incited mob mentality. That's it. It is what it is at that point. My question is, why were the cops standing there when the first person took the sign and they didn't stop that one person? Because if the cops could have like brought the sign back and was like, hey, we're not going to do this. Let's be civil. I don't think it would have escalated to that point. The way that they went about it, though, like when the one guy was asking, "You're making America great again," like, and you just reference like just Donald Trump's term and then say, "Oh well, Joe Biden." That's a horrible way to go at it. Like let's expand on that. Start from the creation of the country and then go forward and say each time period. Like whenever I go through it, I go 1776, America was founded.
1865 when slavery was abolished, and so on and so forth. Like things that highlight good things in America for everybody, and go through it like that. That's where I would say they messed up. Like you be a little more educational in how you're going about it, because yes, like Kamal said, you're going to colleges that you're speaking to people that literally just are fresh high school that don't know jack shit until they're in their master programs. Even people in their master programs still don't know everything. Go into that, okay, but like, what can I teach this person and what can I learn from this person to go forward to speak to the next people? I don't really see that they did that approach. That's where Charlie excelled. He would go in there like he knew a lot, but there are certain situations like when he did the Cambridge debate not long ago, he got his ass handed to him on like 2 of those debates. I'm not gonna lie, but he walked away from it like Charlie. Yeah,
Really? Yeah, bad.
In the Cambridge one, 100%. Like he did not. He was not on his. Yeah, the British one. He was not on his full A game like he was at the colleges or even on Jubilee or any of those other debates that he did. The Cambridge one was probably his toughest one.
He did.
Yep, that was one of the last ones he did.
He was under a lot of pressure, I think, at that point. Yeah, because when I saw him that day, it was a weird vibe at SAS, and I'll just say that. But before Gray responds, Gray sent me this clip. This is a friend of the show. I'm gonna play it. It's our friend Andre. This is what Andre has said about HBCUs, and then I'm gonna let Gray respond.
We gotta listen to this coon. God damn.
They need to be
disbanded. Oh, Jesus.
These schools used to be a safe haven, promoting Black excellence. Where white schools didn't want to accept Black students, these schools existed to promote and to educate Black students. And they were necessary for the time in which they were created. Now they're breeding grounds of fucking hate and division. Anti-white, anti-American, anti-Christian values are taught in these schools. They are a prime example of racial favoritism, the last example of racial segregation from America's past. Now I'm going to exclude the top 10 HBCUs because the acceptance, or I would say the toleration of niggas, is very low. I always ask the question when I hear niggas say, I went to an HBCU. Which one did you go to? If it's really not the top 10, I really don't want to hear shit about it because most of them academically suck ass. We need to take away the funding, the federal funding from HBCUs, take away the scholarships that put you in HBCUs, stop promoting them as schools for Blacks. Now, if the school's demographics is majority Black, that's fine. But promoting it as this is a school for Blacks and y'all got to come here is what's destroying this country. The history in these schools should always be taught, should never be forgotten. Like almost every school that we have in this country, we always teach the history of how it started and who went here. But the current framework, the culture, the identity of it now needs to be stripped. There are no white-only colleges. There are no Hispanic-only colleges. There are no Native American or Asian-only colleges. We should be segregating our education by race and promoting one racial group over the other just because of some shit that happened in the fucking past.
Man,
okay, so yeah,
once
let
I saw
me
that
say
weak ass
this.
hairline, man, god damn.
He says it. Pro-Black does not equate to anti-whiteness. I'm sorry, I don't think it does. And let me say this, and then I'm gonna have Ray go. I went to a HBCU. We had Christian values. I went to Florida A&M, the Florida A&M University, number 5 on the list. At one point, it was ranked as high as Harvard in 1997. So I gotta talk my shit now. We had Christian values. I had love and caring. I never felt treated so good when I went to a what do they call it predominantly? What do they call the regular schools?
PWIs.
PWIs. I never felt like that. And all my friends that graduated from FAMU make over 6 figures now. The top companies came and recruited to HBCUs. Why? Because they knew they were going to get the best top diversity. So I denounced what he said. However, he is right about the reason why it was founded. Gray, you weren't with us Tuesday night. What do you think about those guys in the clips? And what do you think?
Well, first to Andre, they was just cheering on HBCUs when Deion Sanders was the coach there. They was saying, "Oh, HBCUs we need more people pushing it that have power." So now all of a sudden this happens, and he want to flip the script. What I'll say about that clip, it was boring at first. So those guys should be happy that happened because that guy, I'm monotone. That guy was monotone. It was completely boring. I've never seen a Charlie Kirk clip that boring. So they should say a W for them that those kids made them go viral. Number one. But they came there without permission. They didn't have the right equipment. You could hear the wind coming through the thing. And I understand the best form of liking something is imitation. So they probably like Charlie Kirk. So they're imitating what he's doing. And then they felt like, oh, this is a quick way to get big. Let's go to HBCU campus. With any type of content creator, these guys that do pranks, all these people, when you're doing random people and you're adding them in your content, things are gonna get out of control. Whether it's just you've seen these guys pulling pranks and people been shot. So you need to have operations and have it completely organized. People wanted to go to Charlie Kirk, even though they did disagree with him because they knew I'm gonna get this clip, I'm gonna go viral. It was a quid pro quo situation. So that's my saying on that. And me, as far as seeing like black people in certain businesses, it depends on the profession. Because if you see, I seen a black cop, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, he gonna feel like he have to prove that he like gonna do his job right. So that's when I feel like, oh no, I'd rather have a white cop.
Can we touch base on this though? Because it seems like a lot of people in the comments don't quite understand. And I'm not a big proponent of racism this, racism that. I hardly ever bring it up. I say all that to say I almost never bring it up. And there is massive systemic racism in the healthcare system, specifically towards Black women. We were experimented on. I mean, we were the guinea pigs. We were experimented on. We were murdered. I mean, we were trialed on without our knowledge. Our DNA was used and never compensated to family. Your double helix comes from us. All of that stuff comes from us. And the simple fact is they actually polled Harvard graduate doctors about less than 5 years ago, and over 70% of them still believe that Black women have higher pain tolerances and that we have thicker skin, which is why we get misdiagnosed all the time. I mean, Serena Williams almost died of a DVT after giving birth. This is a woman, a millionaire, married in a top tier hospital, was literally telling her nurses and her doctors, there's something wrong. I don't feel right. I don't feel right. She almost died of a blood clot because they refused to listen to her because she is Black. There is massive systemic racism in healthcare. So yes, when women of color see other women of color in healthcare, we know that they're going to take care of us because statistics show, the mathematics shows consistently that we are undertaken care of. We die more on the table and our symptoms go unanswered. And we are consistently told we're not in pain, even though we are, because this bias lives within the healthcare system. It is the only time I will talk about racism in a systemic way. It is absolutely built into the healthcare system. If you don't believe me, you can literally Google it and go on Harvard, go on Yale, go on Princeton, go on Dartmouth. They have all this information for you.
And before you go on, Nora, you know what they should have did? They should have applied to the HBCU. That would have been more entertaining. They should have.
Well, they're asking for the university to be defunded because they said federal dollars shouldn't be going to a school that they're not allowed on.
Well, bring some white people in. Bring some Hispanics.
The thing is, HBCUs are struggling for promotion, for recruitment. I guarantee if they would have went through the proper channels, they would have allowed them there. I guarantee it. HBCUs allowed freaking College Hill on. Like, what are we talking? Are we serious? Are we serious that they won't take the promotion? They would have taken the promotion. There's proper channels. There's ways to go about things. There's order in life. There's order in steps. You guys want to talk about order in things. The Bible talks about order. If you want to talk about Christianity, because someone said that in the chat, there's order in things. And if you go without order, that's what happens. Sorry. I don't commend violence. I don't condone violence, but FAFO. Leave Black people alone. Leave the HBCUs alone. That's how I feel. I don't get why they had to go there. That's just me. I stand on that. Leave. Why are they trying to make this be a Black issue? Why are they attacking HBCUs and their funding? That's my biggest issue with them right now. Their reaction now to it. They're doing their little victim tour. They're crying how they ran them out. Why did you go there? Nobody invited you there. If the university would have invited them there, if it would have been organized and they ran them out, I would understand it at that point.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I do gotta say something. You said something about victims. You feel me? ET Metro Taz. Hey, you talk about some victim shit. Only victim I see is your mouth on donkey balls, bro. I'm tired of some of you niggas in the chat. Y'all fucking come in here sound dumb as hell. Y'all think we all one accord? We all have one mindset. Yo, sit your ass down and learn something, bro. Victim. Now tell your mom start sucking donkey nuts. And yes, I mean it. Stop sucking the donkey nuts, man. Goddamn. Tired of that, man.
Go at the chat. Hell no. This is why we got Kamal.
Yeah, Lord. Just saying, just rambunctious idiot shit. Most of y'all in the chat is actually cool though. Y'all actually on task. Y'all kind of debating and stuff like that. But some of y'all, yeah, you feel me?
Ralph gets it. He gets it. He gets it.
Yeah.
He gets it.
You know what I mean?
Anyways.
Oh, E.T. Mets, what do you talk about? We have no argument. What do you?
I just said I want to arrange a HBCU tour and have Enzo go. Matter of fact, I am going to arrange it. I'm going to arrange it, and I'm going to have Enzo go, and I'm going to have Gray there as well. So we have faces there. So this is the thing. You don't go to somebody's house without being invited. Let me break that down to you. And you don't go to somebody's house if you don't know their family. So it's that simple. It's not racism. It's that fucking simple. Leave these kids alone. Leave HBCUs alone. Stop sending bomb threats to them. Stop bothering them. Leave them alone. It's that simple. I don't get why it's that unsimple. Seriously.
What E.T. asked us, he like, what do we think about BLM? Man,
You better send a super chat if you want to ask questions. You need to send a super chat.
Good job,
Yeah, we can answer questions for free.
Send that super chat.
You need to fund the HBCU tour. Get the super chats going.
Yes. Send us the HBCU money. We're gonna have Enzo go because I'm gonna prove a point that it's not HBCUs. Gray, what do you think? You want to go on the HBCU tour?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah.
Because
you
I
gotta
don't
be
think
there to heckle the crowd.
Yeah, I don't think that HBCUs was the problem. I really don't. I think the problem was how they went about it. But anyways, we'll start with our closing thoughts. Mia, ladies first. What's your closing thoughts?
Sorry, I was tardy to the party, so I missed part of this episode. But it was a great episode, lots of laughs, and I'm gonna mirror what Nora was saying. Don't go places you're not invited to. If you don't know their family, don't go. Leave them alone. And that's my message. And you can find us all on TikTok, X, and YouTube. Please follow us. If you're not subscribing, please do subscribe and hit the bell.
You're muted, Nora. You're muted.
You're muted.
Cheyenne 88. Don't be cheap. The whole point of this is for entertainment. You pay for CNN, you pay for whatever bullshit, Netflix, whatever. So we just ask for you to support our channel. But anyways, Enzo, what's your closing thoughts?
My closing thoughts was this was a great episode. We spoke about a lot, but I mentioned James Comey again. God, he's getting what he deserves. I still want to know about the 8647 James Comey. If this gets to you somehow, let's hear what that meant. And yeah, no, this is why context matters. Rest of the video matters because we watched the first clip of them in the car, and I'm like, they're just grifting. This is a problem. They went to an HBCU. They probably were looking for a problem, and now we see what the rest of the context was. If people are going to do what Charlie does, do it justice. And I always say that. I will always say that. And if super chats, come on, start donating so we could do the HBCU tour, show them how it's done, how to actually be respectful about it, and actually how we can go about conversations and continue the message that Erica and Charlie would want us to do is have these conversations with people, have these conversations with the opposition, not to change minds, more to understand each other and to recognize that we're all humans and we're all Americans at the end of the day. We might not agree with the vehicle to get to the end of what a thriving America is, but we all agree on the end goal to get there. With that, everybody have a great night.
Yeah, go support Enzo and go on his live. Okay, what's your closing thoughts, Kamal?
Yeah, this was a lovely episode. You feel me? Shout out to everybody on the panel. Y'all go follow them. They got YouTubes and TikToks and stuff like that. Also, I got the new party pinned to my channel because I'm going live on there. Y'all go follow the new party and hit the notification bell so you know when they go live. And then on my end, Kamal Johnson Network on YouTube. You could go there, sub, you feel me, and also hit that notification. Oh, we got a super chat. There we go. Shane Bill said, damn right, I support BLM. Very Latinas and money. Motherfucker. That's hilarious.
Thank you.
God damn. You feel me? But yeah, on my end, you could hit the notification bell too, so you know when I go live. Also, I just think those fearless dweebs, they grifting, man. That is some grifting shit in my eyes. You feel me? And at the end of the day, I just see how a lot of people. I ain't gonna lie, man. I feel like they using Charlie Kirk death to get paid, y'all. They grifting off bruh shit, bro. You feel me? I'm not a Charlie Kirk fan, but I see when motherfuckers is trying to get paid off somebody death. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, and you got to go through the proper channels when you go into college campuses, because, like, I'm telling y'all, a lot of kids that's on the college campuses that's going to stop and talk to you and stuff like that, most of them is freshmen, maybe a couple sophomore. So you're not talking to I ain't gonna say they dumb or nothing like that, but formulating debates take fucking practice. And a lot of times freshmen and sophomores can't formulate the debates or talking points like they like they would like to. Okay. So I'm like, man, go follow scholars and stuff like that. All right. And then the James Comey, bro, I just found out about bro today. I didn't know who the hell he was, but I guess he lying and he worked with the FBI. That should say something, right? Damn. And then the other thing, Myron Gaines, he drink cheetah piss. His pussy got wet when that fake Nick Fuentes said the N-word. Ain't that something? And then the rest of y'all that's in the chat, shout out to y'all. Y'all doing y'all thing. A Cheney 88, she was like, man, why should we pay for discussion? We already be answering y'all questions. Damn, you could leave a little fucking tip. God damn. Jesus Christ.
For real.
But shout out to you though, for real. But damn, she was like, okay. And then E.T., what, you know what? Man, what do you say? You're joking. It was terrorism. You're concerned about getting paid off someone's death, but won't talk about BLM. BLM was bullshit, and I've been talking about that on my show for a minute. Yeah, BLM was bullshit. They were scamming the shit. But that's why your monkey ass should come over and watch my show. I need a detractor anyway, E.T. Metro Task. I need somebody to watch live. Y'all dweebs be in my comments all the time talking that bullshit. Come over to Kamal Johnson Network, bruh, and then I'll school your ass. You feel me? And we talked about George Floyd freaking Tuesday. God damn, bro. See, anyway.
Well, and also on the new party page, we talked about George Floyd. In fact, we debunked the George Floyd video and we did a deep dive. You can go back in our old videos and go through our old content. And we talked about it from a different standpoint. I was anti that whole thing if you want to go back and watch it. But keep going, Kamal. Sorry.
Yeah, see, we already talked about George Floyd. And John, you funny as hell, bro. He said the light making me look white. Damn. John over here clowning. But yeah, everybody else, you feel me? Y'all have a great weekend. When I'm talking to the chat, for the most part, I'm joking unless I really get serious. Like that one comment, I didn't like that. Somebody in there was talking about the black kids are animals. Man, relax. We don't need to do that. We can have different opinions and shit like that. But once you start doing that, you feel me? Then that's uncalled for to call motherfuckers animals like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, y'all have a great weekend. Do your thing. And if you a jackass like ET, I'm gonna be on your neck, bro. Come on to the new party, bro. I want you in here more because you the new Bawana now. I'm on your neck, bro. But yeah, everybody else have a great weekend. I appreciate y'all for real. And I'm gonna shut my ass up and let Nora and Gray do the thing.
Well, Gray.
Gladly debate you. This was called Charlie Kirk imitations. So I'm going to say that imitation is the best form of flattery. So, I mean, I think it's great that these young kids are getting into debating and politics because it definitely wasn't like that when I was their age. Like, no one cared about the government. So this is a big difference. So I think it's good that people are getting involved, but I think it needs to be in a controlled environment. Charlie Kirk had a billionaire investor when he was doing this. So like they worked together and created this business. This was a real business. So I feel like that they need to look at that. And if people continue to debate and we can some way get to the middle and actually everybody can live a great life in America. Like we always say on the new party, always vote.
Hell yeah. Hey, you funny as hell, bro. He called me Huey from the Boondocks. That's hilarious.
Oh Lord. Okay, I'm gonna make it fast. Guys, this was a great show. Thank you to the team. Shout out to Gray, Kamal, Enzo, Heaven, Doc, 85, Mia, Skeptic. Thank you for the best team to work with. So hopefully we can make that tour happen. We're all about unity, bringing the left and the right together and keeping conversations going as Charlie Kirk would have liked. Shout out to everyone watching. I do believe we should be proud to be Americans, and I'm all for that. God bless and good night.
All right. Before you go let out, I got to make an announcement real quick. Hey, you guys, I know we're going to we raising funds for the HBCU, but we also going to be raising funds to help motherfuckers' hairlines out. We would like to dedicate this to Andre, that speak that Sambonese. We need to raise some funds to get that hairline intact, because at this point, it's, even though he's a coon, it's just sad to see our bruh out here with the Count Dracula hairline. So not only will we be raising funds for the HBCU tour, but we'll be also raising funds to help out one hairline at a time. It's gonna be him first. Next, gonna be the white guy that had the toupee on at the goddamn Fresh and I don't know why I call him Fraud and Sudan Warrior. So I had to just say that I gotta help my bird out, man. That shit look ridiculous. Hairline is crazy.
All right, we'll end